that I'm thinking about making a ringtone, but
Oh, it's a good ringtone.
Yeah.
You know, the perfect thing about it too is that it wasn't perfect. You know, it didn't even make sense.
yeah, because when he says, also when he says night or day or something like that,
You have your phone next to the shit. Yeah. You do, son. Why are you pointing at Joey?
No,
Pick
I
your
was
phone
just,
up.
I was checking. No, I was checking around. I was checking around, doing the circle.
Yeah, well, it's train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Yeah, the night party almost says like die or day or something like that.
It's perfect.
It's confused.
It's perfect.
It's
Nick
good.
Diaz is awesome. Holy shit, what a fucking fight that was. God damn, Joe Diaz.
I was fucking fired up, and I wanted to cry. Rogan gave me a cookie he had, and I ate it before the fight. And by the time Chuck Congo fought Mitrione, I was fucked up. Like, you know, when you sit and over in that section, those lights hit you. I don't know if they ever affect you by mistake. They usually put like these orange, red kind of lights, blue lights, and that cookie made those lights like I couldn't even see the fucking fight. I'm like, get this beam of light out of my eyeballs.
Really?
And then by the time when BJ came out throwing heat, listen, it was too close of a fight for anybody to call. My heart was too involved with BJ. I really liked the hell out of BJ.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to really call it. And when I was watching BJ come out, I just wanted a decent fight, you know?
Right.
And Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a fight. Holy shit. Nick Diaz looked good, man. God damn did he look good. That's the best performance I think anyone has ever had against BJ. No one has ever looked that good against BJ. I mean, he just boxed him up, standing up, man. Just boxed him up. And the pace that Nick Diaz makes you run with him. He makes you run at his pace. You know, and his endurance is just on some wicked level, man. And he forces this pace and fights guys, you know, using sharp boxing where he doesn't hit you with full blast shots. You know, like he sort of 50% you up until like the second and third round. Then he starts digging those hooks to the body, and he's so effective, man. He's so effective.
It's really weird to watch. It was a great fucking fight. And like I said, I like going to UFC to see fights.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a fan, but I also want to see a fucking.
I want to see some crazy shit.
I want to see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And then they just announced my other man, Donald Cerrone, against Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
For Super Bowl weekend also.
Yeah.
That's a fucking. I mean, Donald Cerrone I loved him. I've always loved him as a human being, as a fighter. But the other night, he came out looking good like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was like Superfly in '73. He was just smooth. He just looked good. He came out and.
Well, you know what it is.
Thank you very much for taking me.
Thank you for coming, man. You were the life of the party. I talked to Greg Jackson about it. He said that he's never been more disciplined. That's what it is. He's just constantly training, constantly in the gym, just working harder than he's ever worked before. He realizes, I think, that he's knocking on the door right now. He's like right there. I mean, he's at the elite of the elite. You know, this knockout of Seaver, the way he put Seaver out, dude. Woo! That was big, dude.
It was beautiful.
That was big. The fact that he did that to Seaver, I mean, Seaver's a dangerous guy, man. Look what Seaver did to Andre Winter. Look at that turning sidekick he landed on Nate Moore and sent him flying across the room. He's a beast, man. He's no joke. And Donald Cerrone just ran through him. And to have done that right after he did the same to Charles Oliveira, Cerrone's a monster, man. He's fun. And he's a cowboy. He's a fucking character, man. He's a real legit cowboy, man. Wears cowboy boots and shit. He's got a hat, rides bulls. He doesn't give a fuck around, man. See, he lives on a ranch, man. You know, like I was saying, like when they were calling him Cowboy Cerrone when he was about to step in the octagon, I'm like, well, this isn't a joke. This guy lives on a ranch, okay? He's got his own ranch. These are real cowboy boots because he wears them, and it's a real fucking cowboy hat. He's a beast.
Now, I seen something on Twitter earlier. Are they giving Conduit Ellenberger or somebody else in the meantime?
I don't know.
What if it was just a ranch-style house? You know, what if it was on a real ranch and this whole time you just misheard it? And then you like go to his house and you're like, oh, he just bought some cowboy points and he has a one-story house.
The other end of Vegas, which you really fucking missed, and I came home and actually watched it, was the Bull Riding Association finals were there.
Yeah.
So there were cowboys everywhere. Do you understand me? The hats, the shit kickers. And, you know, I was telling Joe, yeah, you know, sometimes I misquote my words. You know, I don't hate fucking anybody. I just hate people who, like, think they're better than you are. Snobby people, a.k.a. WASP. You know who my heart is? The South.
Yeah.
Let's get down to it. When I fucking came to this country, I was a little kid. When I seen a cowboy hat and a gun, are you fucking kidding me? You know what you feel like when you see that? We all wanted to be cowboys. That's what we first fucking dressed as our first Halloween. Somewhere along the line, and all three of us, we were a cowboy for a day. You know what I'm saying? And we all giggled. Think, you would never play the fucking cowboy. I bet you did. With the girl next door, you tied her up.
Yeah.
Dirty fucking bastard. But
Brian wasn't even an Indian. He was the boy that worked in the shop. That's what he played. Everybody else played cowboys and
No,
Indians.
I played Indian.
Did you?
Trestless usually.
There's a lot of people that want to be rebels. And play Indians.
I played Indian after I seen Charles Bronson in the one movie when he played in Chaddo's Land. He plays an Indian. He threw the fucking spear. I started throwing fucking sticks outside. Those stick ball.
Yeah, Charles Bronson could pull off Indian easy, right?
Well, in the 60s, they just let you do whatever the fuck you wanted to. I mean, Anthony Quinn's a Mexican. He played fucking Irish. How fucked up is that? Anthony Quinn is really Mexican, a great actor. And he played everything. Well, he played a Mexican in that one black and white movie, but...
What was that movie that he played with Kevin Costner? Do you remember that movie with Kevin Costner, where Kevin Costner was in love with his wife?
Revenge!
Yes.
One of the greatest beatings ever. Forget Anderson
yeah.
Silva kicking what's his name in the face. The guy fucks his wife, who's the crazy chick, who's no longer like a hot actress. She was very hot at that time.
Who is she?
Anthony Quinn was a Mexican drug fucking savage who was 50.
Madeline Stowe?
Madeline Stowe. No Viagra. Revenge was like 87. There was no Viagra, and he was just banging. And this chick wanted to keep getting banged, and he came in, broke his legs, slashed his face, put her in a fucking brothel, shot her with fucking coke.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Quinn didn't fuck around in Revenge.
That was a scary movie, man.
Bro, did you watch anything
It's a good
scary
movie.
yesterday? I tell you what I got caught up in yesterday from the beginning.
What?
I got caught up in the motherfucking Exorcist yesterday. And to watch you know what? Everybody talks about Friday the 13th. I forgot. Because all you think about is this movie about a kid getting possessed. It is so fucking deep. The cinematography, when the priest comes, not Jackie, you know that's Jackie Gleason's son-in-law. Demi, why you do this to me?
Really?
That's Jason Patrick's motherfucking father. That
Really?
Greek dude. That dude never even did another movie. He just did that priest. The boxer.
Really?
Remember? Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
He
That
never-
guy didn't do that many movies.
Fucking beautiful, that
He was
motherfucker,
really
when he
good.
showed up. Yeah, he was really fucking.
That's kind of crazy. He was so good in that movie, and he never did another movie.
Did that movie win anything? Can you click on it? Did it win anything? Because if it didn't, I'm going to blow up a fucking studio. I'm going to blow up one of these fucking jerk-offs. Let me tell you something. That movie took me... This girl was 12 years old. There's one when she tells him, your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Yeah.
You can't write that shit.
Yeah.
She takes the cross, she's sticking her monkey, then she takes the mother, puts her head down there and says, suck me. In her contract, they should have said, listen, we're going to give you $50,000 a year for psychological abuse.
Yeah.
It was 1970.
Yeah.
This kid was saying those words.
What do you think that did to her? Because she was a freak after
Made her
that
suck
movie, right?
Rick James's dick. She went right to Buffalo one way. She was only 17. I mean, it was something. There's another scene in there where
Remember, she's shoving the cross in. It's making noise like it's cutting into meat. Like
it is. You know, they shot that in a fucking freezer.
so that they
I didn't know that.
breathe like that. Her breath.
The breath was like that.
Wow, that
that's
makes
cool.
sense.
What a fucking amazing. I was sitting there going,
that movie was.
I gotta save this for the podcast because again, back to the fucking 70s, back to the fucking 70s, and it didn't mind fuck you like a hand coming out of a wall. It mind fuck you slowly.
Yeah.
It
Well, they didn't
mind-fucked
have
you.
the special effects, so they had to do it with writing, and they had to do it with the way they shot things. You know, their special effects. I mean, she just had a little makeup on her face. It's really not that bad.
Do you
Today, it
remember
wouldn't
the
really
Exorcist
fly.
song? Do you remember that song?
Yeah, sure.
It is the creepiest.
Yeah.
Fuck when he gets out of the cab.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she opens that
Yeah.
door and it's just fog behind him.
Yeah.
That is one of the greatest fucking shots. If that motherfucker was at my house, I think I just slammed the door on his
The
face.
movie's badass. How's it done in the beginning? They find like a talisman or something like that, a little
He's in
statue.
Egypt, which why I always
Yeah.
believe that's why I've always thought there's so much fucking bad luck in Africa. Because the devil, that's a devil's house. That's the devil's house in Africa.
Egypt is
What
the devil's
about
house?
that scene when he sees the devil statue and he looks and it's two dogs fighting? Oh, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Two wild dogs in the sand. And all of a sudden he is, and the guy comes out, pops out with the shotgun like in an Arab suit. He's in an Arab fucking country.
Yeah.
When he finds that thing.
Yeah.
But then when he goes to her house, there's one part with, Demi, why you do this to me? You're not my fucking mother. And he's
Yeah.
just oh my God. He has
Yeah.
to leave the room and
Yeah.
she fucking pukes that green soup in his fucking
Yeah.
eye. Just brilliant.
And when back then, you have to think, there was nothing like this before this movie. Nothing. Like, they had those old Wolfman movies. And, you know, but they were
Chaney,
so
yeah.
stupid. I mean, they were fun, but they were nothing like The Exorcist, man. The Exorcist had taken it to a deep psychological level. That movie scared the fuck out of a lot of
A
people.
lot of people. And then they reduxed it. Like they did it with her walking down the stairs in a fucking
backwards,
in omoplata.
It looks stupid.
She walked in her own omoplata. Yeah, that was
They
terrible.
ruined it.
But
that took away from what the whole movie was about.
Those were like the scenes they cut out, which they cut them out for a fucking reason. Because it sucked. It's like when people go, "Oh my God, they just re-released Prince's unreleased thing." He didn't release them because they sucked. You know what I'm saying? This is for his ranch next to Donald Cerrone. You dumb fuck.
There's hits and misses. You gotta accept that.
Yeah, no,
you know?
You don't know.
Yeah, that movie was a fucking classic. That's one of
Very
those movies.
strong movie.
They just did it so well. It was so well done in every way. There's a few movies like that where you go back and you watch them and you go, God damn, they just nailed this shit.
And everybody was a superb actor. Like they set you up for it.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people forget that there was a party at a house and there was a fight between a Jewish guy and a German. The German, and he kept saying "fucking Nazis." Then they got into a misunderstanding. So when she first started getting sick, she leaves, the mother. And when she comes back, the director got found in the bottom of the steps with his head twisted all the way around.
Yeah.
They said, they set you the fuck up.
Yeah.
The cop comes over, he interviews him, what happened, and then now you're thinking maybe the girl killed the fucking guy.
Right.
Remember she went downstairs and peed when they were playing the piano?
Yeah, she goes to the astronaut. You're gonna die up there, mister. And then pisses on the ground.
Just shit that you can't even. Like a little girl with that cute little face.
Whoa.
At the end, look, no, you're getting it tonight. You have to put it. When she comes out at the end, and the priest comes up, and the father goes to her. Does she remember anything? And the mother goes, no, she doesn't remember a goddamn thing. And all of a sudden, she gets in the car, she comes out and hugs him and kisses him. That scene will fucking kill you. It'll fucking kill you. It's such a great little fucking dirty scene. Anyway, I don't know what I said. Right.
You guys remember that movie House from like 1986?
House, so, horror movie?
Yeah, it was a horror movie, and the dude from Cheers was in it, George Wint or whatever, William Catt. And
God, I don't remember that at all.
never mind then.
I've never been a big spooky guy. I mean, listen, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first couple of those were off the fucking...
They were okay.
When I first watched them, I'm not a horror guy. I'm not a big horror guy. So I get scared. I can't fucking sleep at night. Like yesterday, I watched that. I watched Dexter. And there was something else. I can't fucking sleep at night with all that horror in my life.
That's all I want. I don't want Dexter. I don't want like serial killer type horror. I don't want like real live shit. I like monsters. That's what I like. I like shit that's not real because that's fun for me. When I go to a movie, the last thing I want is you to recreate real life. I get enough real life. I don't want it. I want vampires. What do you got? Who can fly? Who shoots laser beams out of their eyeballs?
Yeah.
If you don't have that, I don't want to go see your fucking movie.
I got movies, and I got movies to take my mind the fuck away, a.k.a. Calgon. I got movies, and I got Calgon.
Take me away?
Yeah. There's movies that you watch. I want to watch a movie that halfway during the movie, you ask yourself, where's my life headed?
Right.
And you're giggling. That's all that matters to me.
Right.
Like sometimes I catch myself watching Roadhouse. I ain't gonna fucking lie. Best
that's
movie
a
on
great
television.
movie.
I'll
That's a
watch
great
it all the
movie.
way through. Ben Gazzara.
Yeah.
And, let me flip a coin. Hold on. He flips a coin. There's just some.
You got
movies-
rich off a lot of people in this town, and I'm gonna get richer.
Yeah, there's just
That's
some
the worst
movies
dialogue ever. That
There's-
movie's a classic.
There's some dumb movies I'm ashamed to tell people I even like. There's
I
just
love the scene where they're stitching Patrick Swayze up. She's stitching him up, and he goes, "Pain don't hurt. Pain don't hurt."
I wish you would have like a video game for that, like a first-person shooter, Roadhouse, where you just like going around bars and kicking ass, like going through clubs and crowds, and
being a
like,
bouncer
Yeah,
and,
being
like,
a bouncer and the
breaking
most
up fights.
craziest bar ever. Yeah,
Yeah, they could have something like
boss
that.
levels, the woman's restroom, or something.
coolers. They weren't even bouncers.
Yeah, they were
and
coolers.
shit. Bouncers
I want you to
were
be
wild
nice till it's time to not be nice. Those are the cocaine days, man. They made different movies back
was
then.
87. Yeah,
they
those
made
were people-
stupid movies because they didn't know the movies were stupid because they were all coked up while they were making them. And they
What do
all
you think
had
of this idea? Listen,
They all had bad soundtracks. They all like really like. Did you ever see Manhunter? Is that what it is? The original Silence of the Lambs. I believe it's called Manhunter.
Manhunter, yes, it
yeah,
is.
with the dude from
CSI.
CSI, William. What's his name?
I can't think of his name.
Whatever homeboy's name is.
That's a weird fucking
It's
movie.
a good fucking movie.
That's a weird movie.
It's a good
but
fucking
brilliant.
movie.
That's Michael Mann in his early
Yeah,
days. He got, William Peterson is his name.
Yes, William
The
Peterson.
story about William Peterson was like he put him in Thief. He's got one line in Thief. He takes a stick and is going to hit James Caan. That's him. That's
Yeah.
William Peterson. Then he put him in Manhunter. Then I think William Peterson, and then he put him in one of the best movies ever.
To Live and Die in L.A.
God damn! Like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
My line,
people forget about that
dog,
movie.
the line I have stolen. I told him to his face, and he goes, "What line?" And I go, that line is I stole from him.
What?
1983, when John Turturro's in the jail and what's his name goes to visit him. When he first gets busted at the airport with a counterfeit money. And he goes, listen, sit tight, I'll get you out. And he looks at me and goes, yeah. And the check's in the mail, and I promise not to come in your mouth. And then he goes, listen, it's all going to work out in a couple of days. And all of a sudden you hear the bell go off, and he's got to stop visitation. He's drinking KO Pectate, which makes the visit even stronger. He's got a fucking ulcer.
Right.
And as he's leaving, he knocks on the glass, and he goes, don't forget about me.
That's your line?
That's where I get that line
Don't
from.
forget about me?
Don't forget about me. He just walks away into the midnight and shit. That's a great movie. Chicks eating each other. Remember, that's what that movie was about.
Yeah.
She was an artist type woman and shit like that.
That was a good
What's the name
movie.
of that dude, dog, that he played The Last Temptation of Christ? He's a star to live and die in L.A.
Which guy's that? William
The
Dafoe?
counterfeit. Yeah, William Dafoe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
William Dafoe. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was great in that
Yeah.
movie. He was great in that movie.
Fuck yeah. You know what's crazy about The Exorcist? Like, before ecstasy and before fucking all these things, there was a drug called THC crystal.
THC crystal.
Crystal. This is 1976 to about 80. It was a designer drug. It was supposedly THC, the sticks and stems. You boil them, and whatever rises to the top, you scrape it off, and you freeze it, and you snort it. But what it became was something completely different. Like but for $10, 3 people could get high. That's the first thing I ever snorted in my life. I never did blow like that then. I just did this one thing. People like, snort it, try it. And one night I did that THC crystal between 2 people. And I went fucking home, and that's one of the times. That was one of the last
Did you
times.
share it like Lady and the Tramp?
I don't know how we shared it. It came in a little aluminum foil, and you gave it to your buddy, and he went, and it tasted like,
I see.
didn't taste like
didn't do
anything
it at
else
the
I've
same
ever
time.
tasted. It
Yeah.
tastes like a vitamin. Fucking 15 minutes later, your vision would just cross. But one night I went home, put that fucking Exorcist on, and I nearly had a heart attack.
What was the effects of this stuff? Like, what was it like?
Between me and you, it was just this fucking designer name for angel
Meth?
dust.
Angel dust.
That's all it was. It was a
A
designer.
designer name for angel dust.
In the 70s, all that shit was big in New York. They
Yeah,
called
well,
it something else.
PCP?
When you went to buy weed, little envelopes, brown envelopes that you folded up, trays, or 5s, or 10s, Liddy would always go out. Then, not only would they have a name for the weed, the master mix, the super mix, they go, we also got whatever killed somebody that week. Like when I first...
The Len Bias.
Len Bias, or the Guyana. Like the first time I went over there, it was the Guyana.
Jones?
Jim
After
Jones.
Jim Jones
This is
tragedy?
This is what he put in the motherfucking Kool-Aid. So you.
What was it? Why? That was always the case, right? Wasn't that always the case when somebody would die?
Yeah.
They would always name some shit and tell you this is the shit that put him on the moon. This is the shit that put Neil Armstrong on the moon.
It was like 87,
Right?
85 or 86 when Len Bias died.
This is the shit they gave Kennedy before they put him in a limo.
I still remember going to Harlem that week and like not even thinking about it. Like Lenny Bias died.
Yeah.
Lefty Drysdale was the coach. It was the first time he had ever done blow. Whatever. And I'm in the car, and I pull over, and we go get weed in Harlem, and all of a sudden, some black guy comes around the thing, he's like, yo, I got the shit that killed Lenny Bias. I had to stop and, like, fucking almost drop to one knee. I had never heard that before. It was dark, there were pit bulls out, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck. I just dropped. I had never heard that
Imagine
before.
that's your marketing. Could you imagine if someone died from Tylenol? You know, people
Well,
died from
people were
Tylenol.
doing it when the people were poisoning it. That's what they was, bro. This is what they put in the Tylenol and shit.
It's Challenger
This is
dust.
But can you imagine if Tylenol was saying that? That's my point. Can you imagine if Tylenol was selling, yo, this is shit that killed them 20 people. Can you hang? Can you hang, dog? And sell it. We can't even sell it inside CVS. We got to be in the parking lot.
This is the shit that we gave to that dude when he got shot in the head and he drove himself to the hospital. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So the guy's head fucking bleeding and stuff like that.
Why is it always that? It's always the shit that killed the latest guy.
Gaddafi.
The shit
This,
that killed
this was put up
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi's ass.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the Gaddafi footage?
Little bit.
Holy shit, that's strange. That's could you imagine we had footage like that of Hitler's last day? You know, Gaddafi went out hard, dude. He
Knife
went
in
out,
the asshole.
dude. He went out to animals. They ripped him apart and shot him. I mean, basically, those people were screaming Allah Akbar, and they were shoving sticks up his ass. You could find photos online of them shoving a stick right up his ass. They got a still frame. It was real hard to see what exactly was going on in the video.
They still used the Motorola. Yeah, it was the Motorola Razor. It looked like.
It looked like something along those lines. It was not a good camera. It was a shitty camera, and there was so much movement on the screen. There was so much action that the camera like made things almost like stop motion. It was like it was missing frames. You know, it looked terrible.
Or very artsy. There's some guy over there going like, dude, you should see how I edited it.
No. It's obvious it's a shitty.
Let me tell you something. What a miserable way to die with a fucking stick in your ass.
Yeah, well, they shot him. Well, the coalition forces were going to come and get him and take him away, and one of the guys shot him.
Now, even after you're shot, I mean, you're breathing, you have a couple minutes of whatever. Right there, they're pulling your pants down and sticking a broom handle up your ass. You know,
it was a knife.
And it was a knife.
No, you saw a knife?
It was a knife. I just read a thing the other day that I forget what website it was. It was like a news website, and they were saying that they went frame by frame and realized there was a knife in the asshole.
Oh,
and you could see where it's like a little blood stain too, like he was spotting. You know, like it's a little period, a little Gaddafi period.
Brian.
No, I'm not going to do that.
On my cookies from LCC, these
Gaddafi rebel shoves knife up Gaddafi's butt before killing him. Wow. Yep. Exactly. But it's what's crazy, dude, is how nutty it is, like, to watch this guy's last moments. There's always screaming, and he's covered in blood, and he's looking around horrified, and they're screaming, Allahu Akbar, and they kept taking the camera and putting it in front of their face. Like, they'd look right at the camera and scream, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and then go back to chaos and blood.
What's Allahu Akbar mean?
God is great. God is great. Yeah. What? Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, man. That's a crazy part of the world. Scary, you know?
I dressed up as a wizard and scared a bunch of people at a party. I dressed up as the Black Wizard. And I think it made people nervous because I bought really realistic guns, like fake guns.
I think being a black wizard would fucking scare me to pieces. You understand me? Wow. I don't need a gun.
I'm looking at a photo of this guy shoving a knife up his ass. Yeah.
You see a little blood spot?
Yep. He shoved a knife in Gaddafi's ass.
That's cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded.
That guy will be talking about that forever. That'll be his family's legacy.
Do you bring the knife home?
You know that photo? You know the photo of the guy who shoves the knife of Gaddafi's ass? That is my father. I was that guy. Yeah, I'm watching this picture. That's deep. He shoved it deep in his ass, too. It's a crazy way that guy died.
Does he multiple stab him or just shoves the knife up his ass?
You can't tell because in the video footage, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, in the video.
There's some good photos of his dead body, though. There's a bullet in his forehead and 2 in his chest. There's some high-quality photos of his body. Pretty nuts, man. This is we've never had that before, you know? Never had the video of a guy getting attacked by a mob and killed.
Yeah, just think in 20 years it's going to be in 3D and shit. It's going to be like the best quality.
You mean we're going to get high quality, more video footage, stuff like this?
Yeah, it's going to get worse. So. It's going to get to the point where we're going to be able to experience what Gaddafi felt with a knife being up there.
Yeah, right?
How fucking far have we come like that? Like, so many more shit are going to get taped now. In my hometown in North Bergen, they have command centers, people who watch videos, and they have cameras controlling the city, and they call them hot spots. You know, they call them hot spots. But in reality, they're fucking taping you.
Yeah. Well, you know, people do creepy shit. You got to catch them. That's the way to catch them.
There's pro and con to that. That's the tunnel from New York. I understand. But they're fucking taping you.
It's true.
You know, I mean, I thought there was something more to this. And that they might not be the only people. I mean, you know, I don't whack off in fucking Vegas.
You don't whack off in Vegas?
Nothing. I even take a shower with underwear on. Those motherfuckers, in Vegas will tape you, you know.
Yeah. You think so? Do you
think man. You have to assume. You can't even think. You have to assume that they're watching.
Photos of Joey Diaz beaten off.
No, dog, forget it. I even when I'd snort coke in Vegas, I'd snort in that little fucking bungalow bathroom with the lights out. You know what I'm saying? So nobody would fucking see me. Fuck you. And I'd fart in there to double check. Nobody would even pop their head out of the fire compartment. Just those motherfuckers fucking with me, Jack.
You think that they videotape you while you're...
You have to assume in Vegas. There's
really?
so much liability.
I agree.
There's so much liability there to lose. They're watching everything. I mean,
so if someone goes in and kills a hooker, they have video footage of it.
They'll pop it up somewhere. Hold on. They have it on camera number 7, which is like a camera behind a
Do you remember Ike Quartey?
No.
Ike Quartey No, Ike Abeabuchi. I'm sorry, not Ike Quarte. Ike Quarte was a lighter weight fighter. Ike Abeabuchi, the president. He called himself the president. He was a killer dude, a big fucking scary dude who was on the way to being a heavyweight champion. He was a crusher dude, who's knocking everybody out. But he liked to beat the fuck out of hookers. Like to get hookers and beat the fuck out of them and just do creepy shit to them and rape them and shit. And so they arrested him. And he's in jail on that now.
That's illegal?
He's done it a bunch of times.
But he did it in Vegas?
Yeah, he did it in Vegas. Yeah, but he was a crazy, dangerous, scary dude. One of those just big, giant, fucking 250-pound ultra athletes, just beating the fuck out of everybody. Everybody was terrified of Ike Abeabuchi. I wonder when he gets out of jail.
You know, I have to also assume the airport. Bathroom at the airport.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say that too.
I have to assume that.
And the plane.
And I would want them to in a way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shit at the fucking airport. That's disgusting. But
and I'm sure they have like technology of it detects you masturbating or something.
It must detect something, a warmth that the chemicals must give off, or a warmth that something. I'm not really, deep into chemicals and bombs and shit like that. I'm just saying that you have to assume when you go to Vegas. I heard a story years ago about a girl going to Vegas on her honeymoon. A girl I grew up with went to Vegas on a honeymoon. And 5 years later, she went to the Poconos for her anniversary. And she rented a porno with her husband. And it was her fucking on her honeymoon in Vegas. And they sued the casino for $3 or $4 million. This is in the 80s. So if that was going on in the 80s, and I have another friend that I spoke to when we were in Houston, Texas. Before he became a cop, he got busted snorting coke in the bathroom in Vegas. And when he came out, they arrested him. This is fucking 1981 or 2.
So they were filming the toilets?
In the bathroom. To this day, he
So while you're taking a shit, they're filming you?
You have to assume.
That's incredible.
You have to fucking assume that our privacy now, and at places like that, at Las Vegas, there's got to be ultra fucking security. I'd have to just, in all areas, casinos. I heard, you were with me when we were talking to Alex Jones in Houston. He was saying that in 2 years, they want to have fucking the pat-down people at the malls and shit. At parks, at national parks. Like PSA, is that what you call them? TSA, I don't fucking know. PSA. But you have to assume, that they're watching you. I don't give a fuck. I don't do nothing wrong. You want to arrest me for smoking dope and scratching my nuts, go right ahead. I mean, that's the worst thing I fucking do,
Right.
Whatever.
It is an interesting question. It's like, how much is your privacy worth? Is it worth people being able to do creepy shit and get away with it? What if one of your friends got killed and it was in a bathroom and they could have arrested the guy, but there was no video camera because people were scared of the video footage? And you could say, well, hey, a guy got free because there was no evidence. But meanwhile, if they had a camera in there, we would have caught him. That guy would be in jail. The streets would be safer.
Now let me ask you this. Let's pretend one of our friends did get killed in the bathroom. And Vegas, the airport, wherever, we don't want to get nobody in trouble, did tape it.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be admissible? That's the other fucking thing. I could come to you as the head detective and go, come here for a second. This is a situation. We tape everybody. You've always known that. We got the fucking guy. We just need for you to go, answer him, but we got the guy.
That's what you do in the chambers, right? Like the judge's chamber. Yeah. Like you're like, all right, you guys know the situation.
That's violent. He killed him in the bathroom. Is it admissible? That's the fucking problem you have here.
So you have to, you'd have to find out what the laws are.
How did you? Okay, I come into your house.
I think bathrooms.
I knock on your door. Mrs. Rogan opens the door. I smell marijuana. That gives me the right to come right in. You smell that?
Yeah.
Get out against the wall.
You know why? Because of Homeland Security.
Homeland Security.
They changed that. You know how many fucking arrests there have been for actual terrorism through Homeland Security? It's been like 12 or 14. And the arrests for drugs have been thousands. Thousands. It's ridiculous. I think the actual statistic is probably like 1,500 to 12 or something like that.
So I come in here and I'm looking for something. I don't know. I come in for the weed, and when I come in here, I see a T-shirt that you wore that you ripped off when I was chasing you and you stabbed the guy. Is it admissible?
Well, if you have DNA on it.
If I came in there without a warrant, though, I didn't have a warrant to come into your fucking house. It's you and that cop against your wife's word. You follow me? It's a very thin fucking line. You can't go looking for something and find something else. If I say that I'm going to go to the house 100 Liberty Street, It's a brown house, and when I get there, it's a blue house. Guess what? My warrant is fucking null and void.
Really?
Yeah, the color of the house. It's fucking crazy, dog. It's crazy how to the T.
So even if you went into that house, if the warrant was null and void, if the house was the wrong color, but you found dead bodies and guns and
the warrant is no fucking good. You walk, my friend.
Whoa!
On a little technicality, on a warrant, on wording, you walk. You fucking walk in this country.
That's how they start out Charles Bronson movies.
That's why.
That's where fucking right wasn't that movie where
Which
people
one?
were walking? Death Wish. Wasn't there wasn't it? No, that
No,
was
they raped his.
there was one movie where someone walked and Charles Bronson went after him. The guy walked on a technicality, or was it Clint Eastwood? Whatever.
It was Michael Douglas, 1981. The movie was called Star Chamber, where he played a judge in L.A. Fucking brilliant movie. And two guys are driving down the fucking street one day, and a cop pulls them off a busted headlight. And the cop goes, "I smell marijuana." And they look in the van, they find a kid's shoe. So they arrest him, they bring the fucking guy in. Michael Douglas is the judge. Boom. Because it was inadmissible. Because they pulled him over for a broken headlight. They didn't really have the right to look in the thing. In the court, the kid's father shoots the cop. It's a great story. It's about a team of judges who have a hitman. And whenever you beat them in court, they come looking for you. So 6 judges sit there and will go, "This is the case of Brian Redband. He killed this lady, took the jewelry to a house, and when they specified the color of his house brown, the color of his house was white, he got away. We'll try to get him. What do you think?"
Let's go kill him.
Guilty,
Yeah.
guilty, and the guy would go and fucking shoot you. And then when they went after the kids, the people who killed that kid, they found out that it was the father. So
what was it called? Star Chamber?
Star Chamber. Michael Douglas went after the guy to tell him that he
1981?
was 1981. It was on. You know how I know? In '92, it was the first time I had HBO, and it was the classic fucking month I got. It was Raging Bull, Star Chamber, and Hollywood Nights.
Is it good?
Which one?
Star Chamber. Does it hold up?
It's a night. I haven't. It was on ETWR about 2 months ago, and I watched it for a little while. It's one of those channels, one of those channels on cable, Showtime. They always have extra, Showtime extra. I don't fucking know, but it was on one of those ones.
It is amazing when you go looking at it how many different channels there are.
We got 500 fucking channels.
Why did they put all the fucking HD channels way at the top and they put like all the
music
bullshit in the middle?
10 fucking
they make it
thousand
impossible.
music fusion,
How many
soul.
people use those music channels?
No
You ever go
one.
to someone's house and they're playing music through the TV.
Only ex-girlfriends use those. And it's like, I'm vacuuming. I like listening to 80s.
Disco Explosion ain't bad, dog, to get your party started sometimes.
Disco Explosion.
Well, they have all different call names on it. Every different Warner Brook, whatever.
Well, I know there's a way to get XM radio
Yeah,
in
you
your
can
house.
TV,
Yeah.
How do you get XM radio in your house? Because it has to go.
You call, and
I think it's a subscription.
What is it? They have the satellite on your roof or something like that?
No, it just broadcasts through like a channel, I think. Like
through
a
the
music
internet or
channel,
something?
Like a music channel. No, like cable.
What?
Are you talking about through your cable company?
I'm talking about XM radio.
Oh, you just get
How do you
a
get satellite radio in your house though? How's it picking it up?
Oh, you get this little tuner that comes with it, or a lot of the devices now have the tuner built into the device.
Right,
it's
but
not
is
that
it
good.
picking up from a satellite? Like if you go into a tunnel, it won't work. Is that what it is?
Right.
But how's it work in your house then?
It's just how it's built. You just point it towards the direction of the house, and whatever technology goes through the walls. It's not the best, but I've done it for a long time.
The whole satellite thing is kind of weird, right? They have to throw it into orbit. It seems kind of archaic. Now the internet is so powerful and fast. It's like, why would you throw it all the way up into space and then bring it back down?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, why can't you just broadcast it through the internet? Why do you know?
Because they're trying to the internet, the bandwidth of the internet, the backbone is getting like a lot loaded lately.
Yeah.
So much video transfers and stuff like that.
So satellite
much-
radio is not ones and zeros they're sending. They're sending something on a radio frequency, so it's not like bandwidth intensive. It doesn't matter how many people are downloading it, right?
Right.
It's like a radio.
It's off the network. It's
Yeah.
in space or something.
So
I don't
there's
know.
never-
I might even be wrong.
I don't know. You might be wrong, right? you don't get to too many listeners on satellite radio, and then it doesn't work right. It's not like you
No.
crash a website.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, so it's different. That's funny.
It's like TV broadcast.
It's funny that bandwidth is like a big thing. That it's like when you see a file and you go, wow, 1 gig. It's going to take. how many people are doing that at the same time? There's a million people downloading the same 1 gig update to Mac OS X, and you got to look at that and go, God damn, how much bandwidth is that?
You know what's weird is that I think it was Sprint just released a report the other day that they just got the new iPhone on their network, and how the Droid in Motorola, they spend 30% or 40% more bandwidth than the iPhone, they've noticed.
Really? Because of the 4G? Is that what it is?
No,
or
it's
because
just
more people are just online.
I think the
droids?
applications, how they're designed, there's more things streaming and constantly connected, I'm guessing.
Oh, that makes sense. It's streaming because, you're able to get all those different Flash videos that you can't get on iPhones.
Right. Things like that.
Yeah, those 4G phones are fucking fast, man. Verizon's 4G, I went to the store and I fucked around with that Droid Bionic. That thing is a slick little
if you have it in
machine.
your area, it's not everywhere. You probably won't get it here at this house.
No, I barely get it. I barely get it because I have a 4G card and I can get online with it. In the house, but barely.
I noticed with the 4S that it's 2 times faster than the 4.
Yeah, but it's 2 times faster. AT&T. AT&T sucks, dude.
Yeah, but
it's always fucking up. When you're in any place where it's high volume, you can't get a call. You can't make a call.
I don't have any problems anymore.
The
network's diluted.
I don't think you make as many calls as I do. When I'm in my car and I'm driving in jiu-jitsu, I'm driving to a comedy show, I'm constantly doing business in my car. Doing business, man. I'm a businessman, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting my business done. I always have to take care of shit. I have to deal with
I successfully drive from my house to your house.
On the phone? The whole way?
Whole way.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this a new thing? Did you always were you
In the
able to do that?
last 3 months, 4 months?
Really? So it got better?
It's gotten a lot better.
Really?
And my data network at my house is like 6 megabyte download on the new iPhone. So that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, when I had it, I couldn't drive to Hollywood and keep a conversation. There was 3 places where it would cut out. And it would drive me fucking nuts. I'd be like, this is Hollywood in 2011. We had Anthony Bourdain on. He was talking about you could be in China in the middle of the fucking woods and you got 4 bars on your phone.
Yeah.
Like they got it wired over there. They're like so advanced as far as like cell phone coverage and things like that.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. The AT&T thing would drive me nuts. And then when you're at the UFC, I know this is still a fact. When there's that many people in the arena, when you're like an 18,000 seat arena and everyone jumps online, you can't get online. You can't get online. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It shows you got 3 bars and it won't get online. It won't open anything. You can't get on Twitter. But then I get on Verizon, boop, right on. No problem.
Right in the arena?
Yep.
Joey, you just got a new phone. You got a Droid phone, right?
No, I got the 4S.
Oh no, you got the Sprint EDV 4G phone. What's your review on it? Like, what would your editorial be on it?
Listen, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I went online and tried to look up the directions on YouTube to learn how to do a couple things on it. But I'm very happy. Number one, I was getting calls inside the UFC. I've always been, I don't know what a bad phone service is because I've always had Sprint.
Right.
As far as the phone is concerned, I like to get emails. When I do push a bad button and end up on Twitter, I'm on it.
Right.
I mean, I'm on fucking Twitter. I can't believe it. It's in my thing. I can't see. But the screen is fucking huge. You know, if you really need, and when I get texts, I get 2 texts. I get a text regular size, then I hit it again, and then I get this fucking term paper.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty cool for me. It works for me.
What's the camera like on that?
I don't know how to use it, so I'm going to have to come over. That's why I called you last week to come over your house. I was by your house.
How can it be hard? It's just a camera on a phone.
It's not hard, but if I press the wrong button, I'm on fucking Albania buying fucking dresses. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing on the website, and I start hitting. So I've been learning things. I downloaded apps now. I read my apps. I know how to do those things.
That's cool.
I say one thing for getting online, you can't beat that big screen.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
a
a
big
big
difference. The battery life. What do you think about that?
It's hell, but you cannot. I know what abuses it. If I get a YouTube video, look at a YouTube video when I'm in the restaurant, that's gonna kill any fucking battery.
Out of 10 spirits, what do you rate it?
10 spirits?
Yeah.
For Joey Diaz or for anybody else? I'm very content with the service. I don't know. I'm going to have to get my wife's iPhone and try her out and see where it gets stuck and shit like that.
So that's the Sprint EVD 4G something.
But no, I got the shitty one. I got the Galaxy S.
Galaxy S.
But it's still the 4S.
Galaxy S is a great phone.
Bro, I can't even tell you the numbers.
It is a good phone.
I get this for $80 a month with the whole fucking plan.
Yeah, that just a few months ago was the best Droid phone available.
You're fucking crazy, guys.
That's
so
cool.
For me, I'm like,
the Galaxy S2 is supposed to be the shit. The Galaxy S2, that's supposed to be
this one here, the new one?
No, there's another one.
Right, the new one.
The S2.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Am I allowed to text you yet?
Not really, because
That's a funny answer.
Your family.
Yeah, really?
Your family.
Yeah.
You bothering me. Fucking.
Just call me up, cocksucker.
You know what the funny thing is? I guess tomorrow, Red Man fill me in. I know one of you guys know. What happens tomorrow with DirecTV? They lose Fox and everything.
Is that going on?
That usually happens till about midnight.
About tonight.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen? Is that going to happen?
Brett, I was
Supposedly.
asking you guys. To see
Supposedly.
I read that UFC wasn't in jeopardy. They didn't have to worry about it.
No,
I don't know why you're fucking around with this DirecTV. Just go to Uverse.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm.
I mean, it's
I
great.
think I
They
might.
have
Now, what's the other? Isn't the other one better than Uverse? That I could go to
Verizon?
No,
Fios?
Fios,
no. There's another one.
Warner Cable.
Warner Cable.
That's what I have.
No. Shoot yourself in the mouth. Let it slowly kill yourself.
You don't like it,
That's-
Doug?
This is a problem. It goes off sometimes.
Yeah.
It goes off. I have to reboot it, and we lose the podcast sometimes. I mean, I have the highest level of cable they sell, and you know, a lot of times where we're uploading, they'll say low bandwidth, and they'll just kick us offline for nothing, and then we have to reboot. We have to reboot it.
Plus, it's owned by Warner Brothers, you know, and if you want to look at movies, you're not supposed to.
It's not that good. It's
Okay.
not, it's
I
not the
didn't know.
best.
I was
Maybe it's my connection. Maybe I don't have a good connection up here because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what it is, but they told me I would get X amount download speed. It's just not that
Because
good.
I've seen the shows that they lose. If you have, like the other day, they emailed me like the shows I lose, and one of the shows is Sons of Anarchy. Chuck Zito must be jumping up and down. You know what I'm saying?
You lose it
if this goes
Fox,
down, yeah,
really?
yeah. Chuck Zito was at the fights.
Well, Chuck Zito, isn't he suing Sons of Anarchy?
I guess I don't know what
He
it
says
was.
that was like his idea. I told her. I came up to him. I got a bike. I got a fucking camera. Come on. Yeah. I never watched that show. Do you watch that show?
I started watching it this year because a buddy of mine's on the show, and I bumped into him after a few years.
I like that guy. Ron Perlman, is that his name?
Yeah, everybody. My friend was on it. She says he was fucking great. He was just a really good guy to her, and
I bet he is. He's hilarious. That guy's good. He's good in a lot of movies. He was good in Drive. See Drive?
I haven't seen Drive yet. No.
Very violent, but good.
Yeah, I stopped going to the movies, guys. After 30 years of growing up.
I still like a good car chase, a well done car chase. You know, Drive had some wild car chases. If you watch the preview, apparently it looks like that it was like a car chase movie, like a real action movie, and some woman went to see it and sued because she felt like the previews misrepresented the film. She didn't know it was going to be this weird, moody sort of a dude with ADD or whatever the hell he's got. You know, it looks like he's got like mild autism or Asperger's or something like that, and he's out there killing people stoically.
Cars 2 comes out on video. You'll like that then.
Cars 2? What is that?
New Pixar movie that came out that was like the worst
Well, I'm
idea
just saying
ever.
that this lady sued.
Yeah.
She sued because she thought that the movie was not what she went to see. Like, how hilarious is that? What a dumb bitch.
Did she win any money?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well,
Or I don't think they've
dumb
settled.
bitches
either.
if they pay the fucking dumb bitch.
I don't think they've settled. I think it's just one of those things where you hear about on the news.
It's amazing how you
What?
can sue for anything now. You know
Pretty
what I'm
much,
saying?
yeah.
Like fucking anything.
Well, Ari got sued by that crazy schizo guy for being a bad lawyer. Because Ari wasn't, Ari was pretending he was a lawyer to a crazy person.
You know, looking back at it, that was a really bad idea, saying that you're a lawyer. That's probably against the law. I'm sure there's a law somewhere like you can't tell people you're a lawyer.
People do it every
but
fucking day.
Ari's a comic. This guy comes to a comedy club, talks to Ari at a comedy club. After Ari gets off stage, Ari tells him he's a lawyer and he'll represent him as he's suing. I mean, come on, man. The real problem was the guy was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's-
to the bone crazy. That place, that comedy store, is a fucking magnet. There's a vortex there. I don't believe in hippie shit like crystals and this is the sacred part of the universe. This one area, let's huddle in together. Like where I lived in Boulder, there was a circle of rocks, and this lady was like this yoga lady was into this rock circle, and she was telling me that you have to stand in true north and accept the universe, and this is sacred land. I don't believe in that, but I do believe there's something about the comedy store. There is something about that place where there's crazy people walking down Sunset, and they stop at that place and they just start walking. They start walking in. That place, we met more crazy people at that place than any other place in Hollywood. Like if you ever compare between the nuts that go to the Improv and the nuts that go to the Comedy Store, there's no comparison, right?
It's two different fucking worlds.
Two different worlds.
Two different worlds. I know. I remember becoming a regular at the store, and how people would say, "How do you go up there?"
People are scared of that place.
People are fucking scared of that place.
Yeah.
The consumers,
Super dark.
consumers.
Playground versus Treehouse.
playground versus treehouse.
Yeah, Comedy Store's like a playground. Like any shit will happen. It's out in the open. Treehouse, you're kind of like with the same people, but you're kind of protected, and it's more like chill for comics.
Comedy
Like,
Store is where Nick Diaz would hang out, and the Improv is where GSP would hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I got nothing against GSP. He's just a gentleman. He's calm.
Yeah.
At the Comedy Store, look at the fucking... The other day we were talking about Freddie Prinze. Freddie Prinze goes back to the Comedy Store, and that was the 70s.
Well, prior.
21 shooting a fucking gun when they were coked up the
Yeah.
fucking hill with that crazy guy. And, this was a home of dysfunction.
Yeah.
The owner was fucking the comics, sucking their dicks 2 at a time. They had a house where they did Blow and Louis Anderson and Dice and Roseanne all lived in this fucking same house at one time. Listen to the talent in that fucking room.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have that intensity of talent, it has to go the opposite way. You got to have that intensity because you're teeting right on that fucking fine line of brilliance and fucking craziness.
Yeah.
And somewhere in there is the fucking comedy, is the humor, bro.
And all that energy got sucked into the walls of that
Sucked into the
building.
vortex in there. It's something that
That building has a feel to it.
it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy named Rupert Sheldrake. He's an evolutionary biologist who believes that everything has memory, that everything has some sort of some capability of recording the past, and that even furniture. That's why people love antiques. There's something not just about the fact that there's character to it, but it really gives off a feeling to it because it has so many memories in it of people using it. That has a rich, ancient feeling to it. And people believe that that's the case with buildings, that buildings almost have a built-in memory, that they have something where, if you, like, here's a perfect example. When I was in Boulder, the John Benet Ramsey house was for sale, where John Benet Ramsey died. And it is a big, beautiful house, but it was cheap. It was way cheaper than it would have ordinarily been. And I remember talking about it with some friends, and they were like, fuck that. I wouldn't fucking live there. And why wouldn't you live there? It's not like the kid's going to come back to life. It's not like the guy's going to fuck you in the ass and knock you over the head with a rock and kill you. No, it's already over. The crime's been committed. Now it's just a house. Like, why would you avoid that house? Because that house has got a memory in it, man. We know, inherently, we know.
You would never do that? You'd never be able to live there?
No, it's like, look, I have gone in the water in places where people have drowned.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's dead
saying?
Indians underneath this house somewhere.
That's my point. I have walked on ground where I'm sure someone has died, but a building where someone died, you got to plow that motherfucker over and start from scratch. You got to get rid of that building.
I'm very, very fucking happy you had this conversation.
Yeah.
I am fucking, because I had something in my heart the last 3 weeks that has blown me the fuck away, and I know I'm not retarded. I know I'm not fucking crazy. I went to New York to shoot that documentary about my life.
Right.
And, when my mother bought that house, the deal was...
You went back to the house you grew up in?
Yeah, my mom had
that's
money,
cool.
so we had an option. We could live in Fort Lee. I never forget that house. It was right on the George Washington fucking bridge. Underneath, we had 2 fucking leopards in front of the house, white statues. I'm like, Ma, this is the house. The problem was we couldn't explain where the cash was coming from. If we took the house in North Bergen, the guy would work out some deal with the bank, and we had no about the down payment. Problem with the house in North Bergen, they didn't tell us when we got the house. After we moved in, somebody had hung himself.
Whoa.
Downstairs. And the block is on an orphanage. It's a dead-end fucking street, which is bad luck right fucking there, dead-end streets. That's just bad. And the end of that block was an orphanage. Was a fucking orphanage. Now, I lived in that house. I found my mom on the floor in that house. I mean, I grew up in that house. I had
Yeah, your mom, for people who don't know, your mom died.
Yeah,
You
in that
found her
house.
when you were
on
13
on
acid.
14, 15 on
15?
acid. And it's just so weird how I had great times in that house as a kid. I can't lie. A lot of laughs. People came out, got my dick sucked. I seen my first porno in the attic. I smoked dope. I remember after my mom died, my dad came over to me on the street and he goes, "Come into the car for a second." He had a box like this. And he lifted the box up. And he goes, "Look in this box." And there was 3 inches of roaches. Not cockroaches, weed roaches.
Right.
And he looked me straight in the eye and he goes, "You got to stop this today. This is bad." We would go upstairs. In those days, 5 people...
3 inches of roaches.
Dog, we would go upstairs when we were 13, 5 of us, and we'd buy a half ounce of weed. And that, in those days, weed wasn't that strong. So you bought a half ounce, $25, you rolled 30 joints. That's a good deal. Because you could still sell 25 joints, get your money back, and smoke 5. We'd smoke them all. 5 guys, we'd sit there with an 8-pack of Budweiser cans, and we wouldn't go home till every joint in that bag was fucking gone. The only way you go home if there was 5 of us, and we said, all right, We'd take a joint for the morning.
So you've been getting high steady since you were how old?
Steady's Freddie. Steady Freddie, Daddy, about
Daddy.
16.
Since you were 16.
But when I was
So
13 and
30 plus years.
30, I used to be an athlete. And
Right.
lift weights and run to George Washington Bridge. But on Fridays, I had my little freak crew. I used to do karate with Mario Diaz. We do homework.
But people don't know. There's a picture of you right behind you, over to your right shoulder. That's when you were like a fucking fit athlete. Look at you,
No, I
you
wasn't
animal.
no fucking fit athlete.
What are you talking about? You look like a goddamn football player there. You were
I'm
huge.
still a fucking football player.
That's how you were when I first met you.
So
for people who don't know.
It was just really weird, Joe, that I would lift weights and eat carrots, and then on the weekends I had my little fucking guinea crew, and we'd get a case of Budweiser that we'd rob off a beer truck, and we wouldn't tell nobody. We'd have Visine and cologne, like nobody knew that we got high, but we were jocks. And then my mother died, and then I didn't really like drinking, so I had to do something when I went out with these kids. So I smoked dope.
I love drinking. You know what I don't love? The day after drinking. Fucker, I love getting a little lit, though. It's fun, dude. We went to, Joey and I, after the fights, we went, you didn't come up to the...
No, you went to Club Mix or whatever.
Yeah, Club Mix. And we went up with my boy Justin from the Action Report, the guy who does the pool gambling videos. And holy shit, we got hammered. Woo! We kept it coming. We just kept those drinks coming.
Was it one of those wake up, go to the airport
Yep.
mornings?
Nah.
Sleep for 3 hours, go to the airport.
That was good. He
And
was
Joey,
good.
Joey got me a coffee, though.
Yeah.
That kept me up.
But I was telling you that we went to my mother's house, that same house. And I whenever I go to North Bergen, I always go to the cemetery, I put flowers, and I take a ride by the house. But I never get out of the fucking car. That's a completely different story, taking a ride and getting out of the car. This time I actually got out of the car and went in front of the fucking garage. And dog, it was like somebody was kicking my knees out. Like that was just like, it was like, I was getting wheezy. Like I was feeling bad. I was feeling all those emotions because I never carried my keys on
Right.
me. I'd always hide them in the back under the air conditioner and pull out and open the garage. I would
Right.
walk into the garage. I was one of those kids.
Right.
And then a Cuban guy came up and we started talking. I told him that my mom died in the house. And he goes, the people live there. I'm watching the house. They're away. You want to go in the back of the house? And I went to the back where I played hours of basketball. And it was over anxiety. It wasn't even anxiety. But I could feel the walls. I could feel
Right.
the brick walls. Like they knew, like I had been there before. And she goes, if you want, I could open up the place. And that was too real for me. I was like, fuck that. No, I'm good.
Well, even just the emotions of being around it, even if there was no memory in the building, just the re-triggering of your past. Old places. Like, you ever been around your old high school?
Please, I went in there when I went back also in grammar school. And
Yeah.
I did everything,
When I was a kid, I used to have a problem when I was when I was just starting to do stand up and I was just starting to move forward with my life. I would go back to where my high school was, go back to Newton, and I'd drive around. And I would feel like I felt when I was going to school there. It would make me insecure. I would feel like I felt like when I was in high school and didn't know what my future was going to hold and was just really confused and felt like a loser. And I would go back to high school, and it didn't matter how well I had done since high school, how many Taekwondo tournaments I had won, or how many, stand-up comedy shows I had done. I still felt like a loser when I was around my high school. It made me feel like I was illegitimate. I wasn't confident enough yet,
Well, there's definitely memory to it.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely like if you got raped in the basement, every time you go to the basement, you'd probably be like, ugh, basements.
Yes, Brian.
But
Thank
here's
you for contributing.
the main thing. That this is how I justified
Ew,
me feeling on the
basements.
plane the next day. Because I even felt it the next day on the plane. I felt really bad. And I said, you know what, dog? Even if you had a childhood that was the president's son and you moved out of the White House, if you go back to the White House, you're still going to get some chills.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
souls are in those walls.
Yeah.
You talk to those walls. You went
Yeah.
to bed quiet one night. You cried. Those
Well, I went
walls-
back to the house where I grew up for the first time in 20 years last week. Not last week, last month. I was in Boston, and I went back, and I stood in front of the house, and it was real bizarre. I lived in a weird section of Newton Upper Falls. I lived, it was pretty rural for where I lived. I lived right in front of the Charles River. There was like a big park in front of my house, and the Charles River, and then essentially there was like a lot of woods behind there. There was a lot of woods in that area. But that's where I used to hang out when I was a kid, and I went back there and was walking around. There's a spot called Echo Bridge, and my house was the house right on Echo Bridge. It was 38 Ellis Street. And I went back there, and it was so fucking strange. everything about it. Like you just read all these flashbacks start popping into my head of of walking on these same streets and standing in front of the same house. The house looks exactly the same. My father built that house. So it was all real weird. I stood in the exact parking spot where I caught my friend Adam fingering this girl that I was dating. This girl, I was dating this girl. I dated a lot of sluts. And look, no offense to them. I'm sure they were good girls, and I'm sure they're probably fucked up, which is why they were attracted to me in the first place, because I was fucked up. But damn, I dated a lot of girls that cheated on me. Holy shit, they were just whores. I did this one girl. She literally, everybody that tried to fuck her fucked her. She could not pass. She was just one of those crazy Catholic girls that was like suppressed her whole life, and all you had to do was try, and you were banging her. And everybody I know banged her. And then when I was just sort of started to date her, and I got up early because I had a newspaper route, and she was parked in front of my house. This is how crazy these fucking people are. And they're both in front of my house, and he's fingering her right on the front seat. And I slam my hand down on the hood. And I'm like, good morning. I go, you fucking crazy assholes. And then I just got in my car and I drove off. But I fucked her a bunch of times after that. But I never took her seriously again. It was one of those like, okay, now I see. But that happened. That was like an overwhelming pattern over and over again, where a chick would do something fucked up and then I'd never take it seriously again. A couple of times it was girls who went on spring break. One time a girl went on spring break. I was living with this girl, and she came back. She was acting real weird. I'm like, what the fuck is up with you? Like, why are you acting so weird? And then she had to confess that she kissed some guy. She said, you tell me you kiss some guy when you're on spring break and you fuck some dude. Period. You come back all weird and say you kiss some guy, you fuck some dude. And, we had to talk about it, but we wound up staying together, but I never took her seriously again. And it never bothered me again. If I had the opportunity to cheat, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
This ain't going nowhere. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, it was like I was single. It was like I had a girlfriend, but I was single. The opportunity to cheat came up. Yeah, of course I would. This bitch came back from spring break and she was fucking some other dude. And one girl went to spring break. This is my best one. She came back with fucking rug burn on her back. Her whole back was like, her whole lower back, was just fucked up. This dude just lit her up. She went to Florida with her cousins or some shit, and she came back. And when I asked her about it, she told me that she was leaning up against the fence. She was drinking, and she was leaning up against the fence, and there was like a nail in the fence, which is so ridiculous. It's such a bad lie. And again, I couldn't prove anything, so I stayed with her, but I never took it seriously again. I was always like, eventually, this is going to end. This cannot go anywhere. This is never going to be my wife. This is never going to be the mother of my children. This is just some crazy bitch that, all right, that's what happened? Oh, you had a nail, and you just scratched it up and down your back in big 6-inch swaths? Like, whoever that guy was, he fucked the shit out of her.
Dog, I was around
I'd like to
a lot
talk
of
to him
fucking
about
freaky
that.
chicks in Jersey when I was growing up, but nothing beat that dirty whore I used to date from Michigan, dog. The one that threw me out when I first met you, took my clothes,
oh,
my
yeah,
fucking leather jacket. That's the crazy bitch I was fucking in the ass in Seattle, and I felt something hitting my dick. So I looked at her asshole, I stuck like 2 fingers, like something was hitting the top of my unit. I'm like, what the fuck is this sharp thing hitting my dick? So I took my dick out, she's like, and I just put 2 fingers in there, I searched around her asshole. And that's when I found like a fucking little, like when you eat a Hershey's bar, like aluminum foil that's out inside the Hershey, like half of it. And I took it out, but it was all wrinkled up, and it was like this was pointy over here. And I just took it out, looked at it. It was like kind of brownish. I put it on the table, stuffed my dick back in there, and finished up.
What?
Yeah, it was the weirdest. And then when I came, I just got up with toilet paper and picked it up. I never said nothing to it, because how do you tell somebody they have aluminum foil in their ass?
How the fuck did
you
that
understand?
get?
I can say you have STD or something, but aluminum foil, how'd that get there? I never. Well, why would you ask? It was just a little piece. Maybe she had a piece of chewing gum. She was a crazy fucking stripper chick, dog. She was.
I remember her.
That was
the one when I first met you.
That was some of the craziest shit. I had been with crazy women. I've been with crazy people. That's the first time I ever found out about sugar daddies. Mm-hmm. Like, she's the one that filmed me, and she's like, well, okay, let me tell you the story. I have this guy that pays my bills, and I'm like, bitch, I'm getting a piece of that.
You said that you're
going to get a cut? I'm
cut?
getting a cut of that shit. If he's paying you, he's fucking you, and I'm getting a piece of it.
So you were her boyfriend.
Towards the end, she was like, well, My sugar daddy.
Towards the end.
Like towards the end, like in Seattle, because after Seattle was the same thing like you. You don't take them serious no more.
Right.
I didn't take it serious no more.
So
she
you were
came
just
to me
getting a
with the-
piece.
Yeah, I was getting a piece,
So you would tell her, all right, you could fuck this guy, but I got to get some money.
I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I would say I'm taking a piece of it. And she'd go, you're fucking crazy. I'm getting a fucking piece of that. I mean, this bitch, listen.
She would say you're fucking
became a
crazy.
I had fucked people before. I had fucking come on people before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this was a different level. Like this was just a different level of retardation. Like she would take pictures of my dick and shit. I mean, she was fucking nuts, this chick.
Yeah.
Like I remember she would bring strippers over. She brought this one girl over. I just remembered this. She brought this one girl over one day that was playing that I have a boyfriend routine. So this girl put it together to eat her pussy and for me to fuck her from behind while she was eating her pussy. But the girl wouldn't let me see her pussy because she had a boyfriend. I'm like, only a stripper would do that. She's like, she can see my titties because if he comes to the club, he can see my titties, but I have a boyfriend. I don't want him to really see my pussy. So my girlfriend's eating her fucking monkey, and I'm pumping my girlfriend from behind. I'm trying to catch a piece of this fucking monkey. She was a hot little Jap girl that was pretty fucking. I couldn't catch a fucking monkey. Like that's
She wouldn't
the people,
let you look at it.
No, that's the people she brought over. Like crazy shit. Like just. It was just crazy. Then I got the sugar daddy came to Michigan. Here I am, dirty, crazy. And he comes to Michigan to fist fight me. So that's the time I got arrested
the
for
sugar
beating her
daddy.
up. That's the deal. I didn't beat her up. I was beating him up. She jumped in. I pushed her out. And the next thing I know, I'm beating up this fucking broad. But once you have that shit on you, you can't get rid of that.
Right.
Everything you do involves that
Domestic
violence thing. Everything
Right.
the fuck you do in
So
Seattle.
the sugar daddy showed up.
Showed up at the Comedy Underground. And was like coked up and drunk. He looked like Anthony Bourdain, the sugar daddy. Fucked up. I'm gonna fuck you up. At the time, I'm like, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker and take his money. You know me. I was in Seattle at the time. I still had a
So
little
did
bit
she rat you out? What-
No, they had witnesses.
No. How did this guy find out about you? Did
She ratted me out, whatever. I'm dating him, and he's like, I'm coming back to get you. I'm fighting for your honor.
Oh,
One of those things. Yeah, though.
Poor
He showed
guy.
up, yeah.
And so he was just getting some
Right.
pussy for money, and he
Right.
thought they were in love.
Please. Till this day, he still calls her and sends her money. She's 40. I'm 48. She's 43. Still stripping in Tampa.
Oh my god!
Still shaking. And she's a millionaire.
And
she just bought her 10th Curbs gym.
Really?
10th. She has a franchise fucking thing up and down Michigan.
And she's still stripping?
Still stripping because she's a
What?
filthy fucking whore. She sucks a dick for 100 and she'll fuck you for 200 at the strip club.
Really?
Today. She even told me
Oh
when she
my
goes, I'm a little
God.
sick because I sucked a guy's cock with no condom the other day. I was dying of fucking laughter.
Oh my god!
She calls me every time she sees me on TV or something. Or
So she
sees,
calls you and she just gives you the full.
oh, I
deal?
just laugh my ass off because this is like the craziest thing in my life now. I play
I'm
with cats.
sick
You know what I'm
'cause I
saying?
sucked a guy's
I go, you
dick
sound
with no
sick.
condom."
I sucked some guy's dick with no condom and I feel a little scratch in my throat.
Oh my god!
She's
his cold shot
And she
through
goes
his
to the
dick.
she
into
goes to
her
the
throat.
PTA. I mean, she's
in the PTA.
the whole thing. Two
Oh my
kids,
God.
takes them to Disneyland. The whole fucking deal.
Oh my god! Wasn't she dating some black karate guy or
the
some
black
shit?
that's the guy that tied her up and held a shotgun to her head. This motherfucker shot. This motherfucker found out she was sucking 10,000 dicks and said, "I'm going out for a pack of cigarettes." He came back with a cigar, a bottle of tequila, and a rope.
Oh no!
And he tied her up and he looked at the bitch and he goes, "When this bottle of tequila's gone, I'm fucking shooting you and I'm slitting my wrists."
Whoa!
So he had her by Eddie's old school. All right.
Oh, my
Planet,
God.
10th Planet La Brea. The old one.
yeah.
Go down that block. And right there, if you make the left, is the Chinese theater. Mm-hmm. Right there. So some cop is driving by and he sees him in the window. This is a true story. With a gun to her head. The window's open. He's like, "I'm going to kill you. I love you." He was pulling the same thing from,
God.
what's that movie, Playboy 21, that they shot her with the fucking the best role of his life. Fuck the one with Mickey Rourke. What was the one that the chick, the playmate? Star 80.
Eric Roberts?
Yeah, Eric Roberts. That's his best fucking movie. When
Star
he
80.
Yeah, he puts a shotgun in her pussy and shit, and then when she's dead, he fucks her in the machine or
What?
weightlifting. You never watched Star 80?
Damn, I don't think so.
Oh, my
Fucked
God.
her while she was dead.
That's a true story. After he killed,
Really?
what's her name, he built machines to weightlift, but he also built machines to fuck women on. So he made this bench, and he cut the back of the bench down, and so you could put your legs on your knees, and he could fuck you from behind. So it would just open. Then he would strap your legs, and that dude was a sick, because that's what he was trying to do all for her. He was trying to sell the Star 80 sex machine.
Whoa! That's what that movie was about?
It's about Eric Roberts and that chick. He was fucking creepy in that. And then I did some looking up into it. That guy was fucking nuts over that bitch.
The real guy in the real story?
Yeah, the real guy was crazy. They wouldn't let him in the Playboy Mansion. And then she was fucking somebody famous. Like a director, you know.
This is the plot of the movie, Star 80.
No, this is a real story in real life. If you look it up, whoever she was fucking a famous director.
Who was it based on?
It was based on... check it out, Brian. A girl from Canada that he was doing wet T-shirt contest, and he signed it, told her, got some pictures of her, got her in Playboy, moved to L.A. They were living the fucking dream, you know, F's. Then he married her. You know, he was a fucking mooch.
Right.
He married her, but he was trying to marry, and every week he'd come to her, I got a new idea, Joe Rogan. How about we do the Joe Rogan tester pad? You know, every week he came to her, a new scam.
Right.
And these were the scams he was doing. Then when she divorced him, she gave him money and said, you could keep doing this dumb shit. Then he invited her over or something, and that's when he fucking iced her.
Really?
But he banged her after she was dead, then he shot himself, dog.
Oh,
That's a sick motherfucker right there.
there's a lot of people that are like that close to killing themselves in Hollywood. Just that close. There's a lot.
Bro, think of how many people lose it over women.
Yeah.
You know, really fucking lose it like that. That's,
Yeah, a lot. Well, a lot. You know, it's you know what it's like. It's like if you only have $1 and someone takes your dollar, it's goddamn devastating. But if you make $100 an hour and somebody takes your dollar, you're like, I can make another $100 in an hour. What's the big deal? You know what I mean? It's like when you have for most guys, the currency of pussy is just overwhelmingly expensive. It's overwhelming. It's really hard to get laid for the average guy. So you get a good one. You get a hot piece of ass. You get a hot bitch that you're really attracted to and you love her. And then your emotions get tied up in her. And then she wants to dump you and she wants to leave you. And that's your everything. That's everything you got. Everything you got in the world is this chick. That's the best thing you got going for you. We've all met guys like that. You ever met that one guy who's like not so good looking, but he's got this hot bitch? And she's just one of those girls that wants a guy who's not going anywhere. She's one of those girls who wants a guy that she knows that she could wrap around.
She just tapped out. She said, I'm not playing games no more at my age. I don't want this shit no more.
Brian, what are you doing over there, buddy?
I was trying to look up that movie.
What is it
Star 80.
about? Who was the other girl? Eric Roberts, and who was the girl?
I haven't found it yet.
There's so many stories like that, right? Of a guy going nuts over a chick.
Hey, in the 6th grade, bro. That's why I got left back over New Yorker Reese's pussy, dog. That pussy sent me for a loop in the 6th grade.
The 6th grade.
Oh, because you know when you're a kid, you always see pussy and Playboy pictures and shit.
Right.
When you see that shit up close and personal, that's the real deal, dog. I couldn't even think. I quit karate. I stopped talking to my friends.
Just banging her.
Just banging, dry humping. I started dry humping. I would suck on her little funnel titties, and then once she told me she wouldn't give me a piece of pussy till first day after school. I couldn't wait till that last day of fucking 6th grade. But my grades were so low. Like, I always had great grades just from going in there and listening. I didn't even have to fucking study. But all that was on my mind was banging this chick for 3 months.
Wow.
My parents caught me with her in the closet at that house, naked. It was fucking horrible. They would make me go to the bar afterward. My own mom cock blocked me. And then finally had to go to summer school. If you miss summer school 3 days, they leave you back. I fucking even cut summer school. Fuck it, this pussy. So by that time, she was giving me the pussy. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just looking at it and licking it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just doing little licks at it. I was hoping it wouldn't eat me.
Do you remember when you first started actually having sex? How often you would have sex? It was ridiculous.
And when you met a woman, you didn't care about conversation. When I was 18, I didn't want you to talk to me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to fuck, suck, and throw you the fuck out.
It was you barely had anything in common.
No class.
Barely
no class.
could communicate about anything.
Nothing. It was horrible. What a horrible fucking way to live as a fucking man. Horrible.
Yeah, it's devastating, right?
And I fucked in the weirdest places when I was young. I fucked behind a Catholic school. Oh, my God. I got in trouble all the time over dumb shit like that. I remember one time I banged Renee Frank behind my McKinley school. I was in the 8th grade. She was a sophomore. But I fucked her backwards. I fucked her, and then I ate her monkey. I didn't know she was a virgin.
You fucked her, and then you ate her pussy.
Then I didn't know what I was doing, dog. I didn't know the fucking progress. I fucked her, and then I ate her pussy, but it was cold out. So the blood froze on my face. You know what I'm saying? I had those hairs. I went home. My mother was like, what are you, the wolf man? But then her fucking family hated Spicks. They were German. They fucking hated Spicks with a passion. Her brother wouldn't even talk to me in the courts. And one night I got her on her balcony because after I fucked her, she loves Spicks. You understand me? I was licking that bloody monkey. She fell in love with the Cuban. And I had her outside when I finger banging her hard. And all of a sudden, you know, when you look, I had her on the stairs. And I'm finger banging, but I'm looking at people on the street. Her father was right behind me, dog.
Watching you finger her?
Fuck Joe Rogan coming out the door of the papers.
My God.
And he goes, "Are you through yet?"
Oh my!
And I fucking walked off the balcony, and I never seen her.
You should have slapped her, and then nope.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Oh, my
dog? She had
God.
3 brothers that were fucking gorillas. I'm surprised I'm still here living,
Oh my
dog.
God! The father caught you.
Oh my God, it's right. You have no. And then when I got caught playing hooky with that girl, the 6th grade, because we used to go to school and then take off in the afternoons. I'd go to ShopRite. I'd steal like a bottle of blackberry brandy, you know what I'm saying? We'd drink a few swigs. She'd let me suck her little titties. They called. My mother was never home in the daytime. The one day my mother's home, they fucking call. So me and this girl lived caddy house. Like there was a house behind mine next to her, so I could just jump the fence on the corner and be in the house.
Right.
Her windows were open, and my mom's a fucking spick fuck. She's out there yelling and screaming, "Puta!" And the mother is next door, and she's like, "Puta, that's what happens ever since your daughter's been hanging out with my son. They stay up in that fucking room and they fuck all afternoon. You must have taught them how to suck dick." It was killing my mother. It was killing her. It was killing her so much, she even brought my uncle from California one day because they couldn't figure out what I was doing in the room. So my uncle put
They couldn't figure it out.
No, they were like, "What the fuck's he doing? Let's go see what he's doing." So my stepfather, my mother, and my uncle came to my house. My uncle put a ladder in the back of the house. And he tried to climb up and shit. Meanwhile, I'm dry humping. I think I'm rocking the fucking world. The ladder fell. He's down there. Adios mio. Adios mio. His leg fucking broke. They would take him to the hospital. I come out. What's going on? They're like, "We're fixing paint." Like, I busted them right out. Like, a week later, my mother's like, "We're going to get you. That thing you did to my brother, we're going to get you, little motherfucker."
Thing you did to your brother. Like you did something.
Well, my mother blamed it on me because they were going up there.
She blamed it on you because this motherfucker doesn't know how to climb a ladder?
Fucking hysterical. Do you understand me? What I went through with this New Yorker Ariza girl. And now she's on Facebook and she won't talk to me. But here's the fucked up thing, right? Like 2 years after that,
She's on Facebook.
we had a bitch one. I messaged her twice. I even fucking farmed her. You know what I'm saying? Farmed her.
How come she won't talk to you?
But here's the deal. What happened was when she was in the 8th grade, I was a 7th. We weren't dating no more, but we were friends. We all played together on the street. And I had this kid, Valentin Ferro. He was the mechanic on the block.
Yeah.
Well, I had this kid. This kid was brilliant. You brought him a stolen bicycle within 10 minutes. It was all duped up. Banana bar. You couldn't find that fucking serial number on there, even if you wanted to. But every day when I come out, he'd go, "Coco, ride this bike. Tell me if it needs any help." Hey, Coco, ride this bike. You know what I'm saying? So I would get on the bike ride and go, "Bro, the pedals. You got to put more oil on the fucking pedals. It don't maneuver right." So I went around to Charles Court and we were playing football, and I put the bicycle on the fucking floor. So we're playing football, and she's on the block with her girlfriend. She picks up the bicycle, dog, gets on and starts driving the bicycle down the block. Charles Court was a loop, a complete loop. You know those streets? It's not a cul-de-sac. It's that you go in and have the island in the middle.
Right.
It was a loop. So she went on this way, and we were going to catch her on this way. So me and my buddies were going to catch her over here, and as we're going for the bike, she twisted the handlebars and went over and fell. She fell. She got up. She said she was okay. She goes, "I'm fine." We said, "You sure?" Yeah. We were like giggling, you know. When somebody falls when you're in the fucking 7th grade, you giggle. She went inside. The next day we went to school and they pulled me on. They go, "You hear what happened to your girlfriend? She got a blood clot in her fucking brain." Because when she hit the thing.
Whoa.
So I went to the hospital, whatever, what happened. They were like, "No, she got blood clot." A couple days later, the brother heard that, something had happened. So he came to me and he goes, "Bro, what happened that day? I just want to know." And it was me and all the buddies were there, her girlfriend. We were all there. She went away from the bicycle, went over into like weeds and shit. But she wasn't bleeding or nothing, bro.
She must have just hit her head.
She just hit her head. So he always had like this. Me and him never got along. I mean, he knew I was banging his fucking sister. He heard all the stories. So it was the weirdest Cuban house. These motherfuckers were real spicks. The father and the mother had broken up, but he was Cuban. He ain't leaving nowhere. You got to take me out with bazookas. This is my fucking house.
So he stayed in the house, even though
lived in the basement, built his own fucking apartment in the basement, wouldn't even talk to them. Even a little hood, so when he walked in, he didn't have to look at their faces. This is my house. Mi house. Yo pagué por esta casa, sorry. Mi house. I don't go nowhere. My house. And he wouldn't talk to the family.
He wouldn't talk to the family.
Wouldn't talk to the kid. He wouldn't talk to the girl. He would just talk to the boy. He had a Corvette, the whole fucking deal. He thought it was bad to the bone.
So did the wife date new guys?
No, the guy would go fucking crazy. He'd stab motherfuckers. The mother lived there. The whole family lived there. Nice house. She was like a doctor, bro. They had money. These people had dough.
That's hilarious.
But the funny thing was that I had gotten punished at that time. And me and this kid, Albie, were at war. Like, I kept hearing Albie wants to give you a hard time and shit. So I told my stepdad one day, I go, Dad, this is what's going on. Those people, that girl. And he goes, fuck them. Don't worry about it, right? So one day, me and my dad, and that's the first vision I got when I went in front of the house. I had to shoot. And I was explaining to people about the house. And we had like a little garden in the front and the stairs. And my dad would never hide guns in the house. He would always hide them around. Like if he came here to visit you, he would come a day early and put a gun outside. Just in case something happened. Like he was one of those
Hide a
dudes.
gun in his shack.
He's a bad motherfucker. So this guy used to hide all the guns in his, like up the block and in his fucking plants, under the plants. But he had a gun hidden. I never knew this growing up. I would mow that lawn. That's how good of a hider he was. He was brilliant.
You'd mow that lawn, he had guns tucked away.
Guns tucked under the fucking lawn. I couldn't even see him. So one day we're out there with the fucking lawn. He's out there all spicked up with his white T-shirt and his big gold chain and white shorts and white shoes. And I'm out there mowing, sweating. And he wouldn't even do the lawn bag. He would make me open the bag like this, and he would pour the fucking shit in, like to torment me. So I see the white Corvette pull up, and it's Albie and his father. And I'm like, Dad, this is the fucking guy that was busting my balls about the New Yorker, And he came out. I'll never forget that. My dad just looked at him, walked into the garden, came out with the fucking 45, and he didn't even point at him. And there were people outside barbecuing, people were out there playing, talking. Nobody seen the gun. He just had it in the side, and he went, what's up? They looked at him. They walked 3 steps backward, didn't even turn to him. They got back in that Corvette, and I never seen that motherfucker again. I seen him in '93 at a Super Bowl party.
How many different times have you seen people pull guns?
15.
How many shoot?
3, 4.
3 or 4. Wow.
It's a fucked up feeling when you see a gun pull out, because even if it's not pointed at you, dog, you think that's it. That's the end of the party.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That's the end of the party, because it's not the guy with the gun. It's the people that charge him and how easy a trigger is half the time. You see, dog, I hear gun. Unless the dude standing in front of him got something to do with me, you never see these fat little legs move that fast.
You ever see those videos online where dudes are brawling in a hip-hop party, and then someone just yells, gun!
Boom,
and then
boom.
it just scatter, and you hear the gunshots, and you see the flash.
White towels everywhere.
I got nothing against shooting somebody if they're the person that, it's unnecessary people that go down, and that's what kills me. A kid playing on the street, you want to shoot somebody, go in their fucking house and shoot them. If that's what you think, wait for 911 and do what you need to do. I ain't mad at you. It's the people that fucking, hey dog, in life sometimes people lose their fucking mind. I knew a kid one time that some guy on the street hit this kid in New Orleans. He went in his house, got a gun, and shot the motherfucker and waited for the cops. What are you going to do? There's people that feel that way about life. In the South, that's why I love the fucking South. That's why I love it. Did you see that thing with B.J. Penn and Matt Hughes? He was shooting a 50-millimeter Smith & Wesson. If I could have a 50-millimeter Smith & Wesson in my fucking car, I'd walk around with my dick out.
The South, though. He lives in Illinois.
That's the South. As good as that. That's Illinois. Listen, Chicago is Chicago.
Fuck.
Chicago is Chicago.
Right.
Illinois is rural as fuck.
Yeah, it's country.
It's country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's country. So it's still kind of the South. It has that flavor.
Do you know who has a 50 caliber gun?
Who?
Anthony from Opie and Anthony. He's got a 50 caliber fucking gun that he has to go to specific places to shoot, because you can't shoot it in most places.
No.
But the round is like your fucking fist, man. It's goddamn cannon.
You're crazy. You don't need that, but you do need it. You don't need it, but you do need it, just in case shit goes down.
Knowing that you could get one of those and
just
shoot
knowing
a person with that, holy fuck.
That's our fucking right to bear arms. It's the fucking people who ruined it.
Yeah.
I believe in that right. I love Colorado. To make my day law. I'm sitting here talking to Brian here at my window. Shh. Once I see that leg coming through the window, watch this. Boom! And I call 911. What happened? You didn't have a chance to put. Why would I? It's to make my day law. I'm inviting motherfuckers. I'll put a purse in the window. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's to make my day law,
Like
bitch.
a carrot.
Yeah,
You should have the right to protect
You have
yourself.
the right to fucking bear arms in this
You
country.
hear that what's going on with the ATF now, that they're trying to pee people with medical marijuana licenses. You're not allowed to buy new guns anymore.
That's why you quit, right?
Yes. Yeah, I got so many messages. Just can't quit weed. The fuck out.
Again, you got pro and con for that. Again, I got an argument I don't for that. I don't have an argument at all.
There's no argument.
I've never wanted
to criminals. They're just trying to slowly choke out medical marijuana, and the only reason they're trying to do it is because the fucking pharmaceutical companies, those cunts. You know, this is not a representative government anymore. They represent pharmaceutical companies and giant corporations. That's who they represent. They don't represent the people anymore. And people have inalienable rights, and one of them is the right to bear arms. And a lot of people associate that with right-wing wackos and this and that. And you know what? That's a lot of it is because you never had your ass kicked. Okay, you never met crazy people. You don't respect the idea of hunting, for whatever reason. All those reasons are invalid, okay? Because I know a lot of crazy motherfuckers, and you would want to have a gun. If you knew some of the people that I knew and I've met, you'd want to have a gun. And if you knew some of the people that you met, you'd want to have a fucking gun. There's nothing wrong with, you can't fix the whole world all at once. And until that, you got to be able to defend yourself.
Handguns were made for killing. They ain't no good for nothing else. Dun, dun, dun. And if you like to drink your whiskey, you might even shoot yourself. Good googly moogly. And again, the guy says it. If you drink whiskey, when was the last time you smoked a joint and said, you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like shooting Brian today.
Yeah.
That would only happen if you drank tequila and shit like that, or whiskey. Not
I've
Brian.
had this argument. They said that I'm wrong about the tequila.
Get the fuck out of here.
Was it on this podcast? Yeah, I was talking about how tequila makes me evil and angry.
It's a different, it's a stimulant. That's the thing with tequila.
Well, some people don't believe. Yeah. Some people have this feeling that alcohol is alcohol. I think that there's different effects. For me, when I drink wine, I have like a more relaxed sort of a feeling. Wine relaxes me. It might be horseshit. It might be my head. Because it's not that strong of a difference. When I drink tequila or I drink Jack Daniels, I get fired up. You see me when we do Jack shots before a show. I'm like, God damn! Ah! I don't get like that when I drink a glass of wine. I drink a glass of wine. I don't get where I want to fucking just grab somebody and hug them and squeeze them. Come here, you motherfucker! But you have a shot of Jack. You want to squeeze people.
Sometimes too hard. I went for tequila. For me, I get evil and
do you?
Dark and black out very fast.
Really? You black out and say creepy shit that you don't remember?
Tequila nights are the worst nights ever. That's why I'm scared.
Didn't you get some sort of an argument recently with your girl? Were you drunk? Would you have that?
No,
just natural. No. Hey, did you see these? To change the subject, did you see these photos of the heads on Easter Island? They have bodies. They're just look at this
underneath.
Check this out, Joey. They're just digging these things out. Yeah, look at this.
Whoa!
They always thought the heads were incredible because it's
this
like
whole time they didn't go deeper.
No, they're just starting to do it now. Look at this. Easter Island is this crazy island that has these huge statues that they don't know how the fuck they cut these things and how the fuck they move these things into place because they're enormous and they must weigh an incredible amount. Well, now they found that they're way bigger than they thought and they go deep, deep, deep underground.
Are you sure this is not a movie viral video
No,
photos?
this is real shit, dude.
Because don't you think the first thing they would do is like, wait a second, this goes deeper down. Why would they ever, there's somebody that has to trim the hedges, and he's probably like, do you know this goes deeper, immediately?
Well, I don't think they bothered. I don't think they bothered digging in to check it out, because they look like, they look pretty cool, but they looked like that was the statue. And I guess they just started
That's ridiculous.
Digging deep below them. But they have petroglyphs.
It seems like there's a lot of very dumb islanders.
Well, look at this. Look when this is really cool. You see this photo? Look at the hands. See the thumbs? See the two thumbs and the fingers? And they have petroglyphs on them where you could see some of the stuff that's written on them. It's not just one site either that's detailing this. There's several sites. Some of them more and more detailed. It's pretty interesting stuff. This is another ancient civilization. I don't know who the fuck built these things. They're going to be finding our shit someday.
Is it on legit websites? Or?
Oh, yeah. It's on all sorts of websites. It's on a bunch of different websites. This is a legit archaeological discovery. I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, it's a private research company. I don't know.
Joey Diaz, I saw your podcast recently. You had an animated part on your podcast. I thought it was brilliant. They took one of a small skit on your podcast and somebody animated, and it looks really good. I was really happy with it.
Did a great fucking job with it. Really funny.
Felicia's a tiger, right? Like she set that up. That
yeah,
cartoon.
she set it all up.
She's interesting.
Felicia's really good at that stuff. That's what her specialty is.
Hey, we need to get her on the podcast.
Yeah.
Will she come on with you?
No, I called her today. She didn't answer twice. I called her twice, see what she was doing, and see what she was cracking.
Probably getting.
I wanted to come to Porn Star Karaoke with me last.
She's coming this week.
This week?
Yeah. All you have to do is call her up because she didn't have a babysitter last week. She couldn't get the girl 2 nights in a row, so she's definitely going with you. She spoke about it on the podcast.
Cool.
I told her, yeah, she's a really neat girl, man.
Yeah, we'll have her on next time you come on. Have her on come on.
Yeah,
with
she's
you.
a great fucking
That'd be
lady,
great.
man. I'm really happy to have her in my life. She makes me laugh because she's so sweet to my fucking assholishness. Like when she tells me her real views.
She's sweet, but she's real. You know, she's
Yes.
super honest about everything, about sex. She was talking about how she picked up this guy and his dick was like 2 Red Bull cans.
You should have
taped
seen
together.
the guy. If you see the guy, you will die.
I believe it.
No. You should have seen the guy.
Nerdy guy, right?
The nerdiest.
That's
Glasses,
hilarious.
little hat on. He was scared. He didn't really want to say much. He goes, when that motherfucker took me home, he became an animal. He was trying to put fingers up my ass and everything.
Whoa.
She said she couldn't fit her mouth over his cock.
God damn.
That she goes, Joey, I got a big fucking mouth. And his cock was so, I mean, she just said it right out. She just told me right out. She goes, you got to sit down. I got to tell you something. I thought she was going to tell me about the podcast. Something happened. She goes, you see that guy I was with the other day? That guy had the biggest dick I ever saw in my life.
So good.
Fucking hilarious. And she was telling me that.
Yeah, so they animated it. She animated it. The story of fucking that guy.
Well, no, there's a
was that
different
the same
guy.
guy?
That's her boyfriend.
That's hilarious. So this is Halloween, and this is an appropriate story because shows you how out of touch these fucking bankers are with people. Have you seen this story where the top U.S. foreclosure law firm threw a Halloween party where the staff dressed up as foreclosed upon Americans? The staff dressed up on people who lost their home.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look at these photos. Look at this. This was their fucking party. We'll work for food. He thinks it's hilarious.
It's a big fucking
They're
joke.
lawyers. They put fake dirt on their face. They pretend to be winos. The whole staff dressed up as this. Look at this shit.
Wow.
Third party squatter. I lost my home and I was never served. Ha ha. I think that's funny. How fucking out of touch are they? What kind of bad karma must you have just taking people's houses away, kicking people's houses left and right, left and right, left and right? Crazy.
You know, I was thinking about what you said. We were talking over the weekend about the pharmaceutical prices. I finally figure out why they're so fucking high. Because they got to kick back.
Oh, yeah. That's a big
Between
part.
the doctors, the
Yeah.
politicians. I mean, you
Oh,
know.
yeah. You're paying a lot of people.
If you go to a doctor and all of a sudden he says to you after 3 years, hey, you're not going to take that medication no more. I got a better medication. And he starts filling it out. And it's
Well, they got to
cheaper.
pay for research and development, too. There's a lot of money involved in creating pharmaceutical drugs, too.
That's amazing
Yeah.
how much money I pay for fucking pharmaceuticals every year.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and you're right. That's because they got to kick back.
Kick back like a motherfucker. You know, the doctor who writes the most prescriptions of a thing gets like a cruise at the end of the fucking year. They take care of you, dog.
Well, they also take the whole staff out.
Yeah,
Mrs.
they-
Rogan's mom's a nurse. And they take her whole staff out. They encourage you to use, Wellbutrin or whatever the fuck they're pushing.
Right, yeah.
And then they'll take the whole staff to like a nice dinner that they can't afford, a nice steakhouse and shit. And it's the whole situation is fucked. It's completely ridiculous. And and this is the number one reason why pot's illegal. The number one reason. There's a lot of money that they're throwing at all these goddamn politicians to keep pot illegal. Can't stop it though. At this point, I don't believe you can stop it. I believe at this point the well has been broken.
Is this shit going to go down in
overflowing.
L.A.? What are you hearing, Brian?
No, I don't think it will. I think people will get so angry. You think about this Occupy Wall Street shit and Occupy L.A. and Occupy everywhere. They're occupying fucking Tulsa, Oklahoma now. They're occupying everywhere.
Occupy Olive Garden.
Occupy Olive Garden. He has to go every fucking podcast and say Olive Garden. It's like his little joke. He thinks he's cute.